Okay, let's get into this. We got quite a stack of material today.
Yeah, it all focuses on this one event in New Jersey.
Right, a jazz concert. But it seems like it's, well, more than just a concert. It feels like a blueprint, almost.
Exactly. For sustaining the art form itself, you see history, mastery, the future, all converging.
So our mission for this deep dive is pretty clear. We need to pull out the key stuff about this Joys of Jazz event, really understand the main artist, this legend, they call him, and figure out the organization behind it.
And how that model works, yeah, because it's unique.
And don't forget the Lions, the young players sharing the stage. Their role seems crucial.
Absolutely. This dive really lets us see, what happens when world-class playing meets serious arts education.
It's not just performance and fundraising separately.
No, it's like you said, a blueprint or maybe a feedback loop. Performance funds the teaching.
Which is brilliant, really. The better the show.
The more support for the students. Yeah.
And that whole Legends and Lions idea. It's catchy, isn't it?
It really is.
Yeah.
Especially with John Faddis headlining.
Right, an artist who apparently came up through that same kind of mentorship.
Exactly. So him being on stage with students, that's the whole jazz tradition right there.
Passing the torch, literally, in real time.
No.
Okay, let's nail down the specifics first. The event name is quite a mouthful.
Yeah. The Joys of Jazz with a special guest artist, jazz great John Faddis, a Legends and Lions concert event.
Got it. And that's happening Sunday, December 14th, 2025.
5 p.m. start time.
And the place?
It's at the Two River Theater in Red Bank, New Jersey.
Oh, nice venue.
Yeah, specifically the Robert and Joan Rechnitz Theater. It gives the whole thing a certain weight.
And this is an annual thing, right? A winter concert.
Correct. And the sources are really clear. It's both a celebration and a fundraiser. That's key.
That dual purpose.
Yeah.
That's the engine we need to look at.
Definitely. You get top-tier jazz.
World class, the sources say.
Right. But that performance is explicitly designed to fund the educational programs.
For kids in the Monmouth County area. So it's like the ticket sales directly pay for the teaching.
Pretty much. It's earned revenue financing the mission. It's very smart.
It kind of insulates them a bit, maybe, from just relying on donations all the time.
I think so. They're basically saying, come see greatness, and your money directly helps train the next generation. It's a virtuous cycle.
Okay, so let's talk about those Lions. The students?
Yeah, they're part of the Jazz Arts Academy.
Which the sources call the region's premier jazz program.
Right, and their role in the concert is really interactive. They're not just opening the show.
No, it says they'll include the Next Gen Quartet, and they'll actually alternate tunes with Faddis.
And trade solos. That's the incredible part.
Wow, imagine being a student.
Yeah, you're up there, and you have to respond musically, instantly, to John Faddis.
Someone who played with Dizzy Gillespie for decades.
Talk about pressure. But what a learning experience.
A learning curve measured in seconds, basically.
It really showcases the skills they've been working on all fall semester.
So that direct collaboration, right on stage, that is the education, in a way.
Absolutely immediate. Transformative, like the sources say.
Okay, so that leads us right to the legend himself, John Faddis.
And the descriptions of him are, well, pretty intense.
Yeah. Complete and consummate musician, conductor, composer, educator. Okay, standard praise.
But then they get technical about his trumpet playing.
Right. This is where I stopped. Unparalleled range and full command, making the impossible seem effortless. That's a huge claim.
It is, but it seems widely acknowledged.
What does unparalleled range mean in this context? Just high notes.
It includes that, definitely. He's known for mastery of the extreme upper register, the stratosphere, as players call it.
Okay.
But it's not just hitting high notes. It's the facility, the control, the musicality within that range, and channeling that Dizzy Gillespie legacy.
Right, the connection to Dizzy. That seems foundational.
Totally. It goes back to when Faddis was just a student himself in Oakland.
He met Gillespie.
He sought him out, and that meeting turned into this lifelong thing, a friendship, a musical partnership.
Right up until Gillespie died in '93.
Exactly. So that direct mentorship experience, that's clearly shaped everything Faddis does now, including this event.
That's lineage. Wow. And he didn't exactly start slow professionally either, did he?
No. Joined Lionel Hampton's band at 18.
18. Straight into a major touring band.
Yep. And from there, his resume just explodes. Look who he played with as a sideman or session guy.
I saw the list. Thad Jones Mel Lewis Orchestra. That's huge.
A legendary big band. Then Charles Mingus, Oscar Peterson.
George Benson, Stanley Turrentine, Grant Green. I mean, it's a who's who.
It really is. Playing in bands like Thad Jones Mel Lewis demands serious chops, reading, precision, ensemble skills.
So not just a flashy soloist, a disciplined musician.
Absolutely. But he also led his own projects. 11 albums as a leader.
Including a Grammy winner, right? Remembrances.
That's the one, 1998 Chesky Sessions. So, leadership, composing, arranging. He mastered that too.
And that leadership carries over to conducting.
Big time. He conducted the Grammy-winning United Nations Orchestra.
Which Dizzy was associated with.
Right. And the Dizzy Gillespie Alumni All-Stars. Makes sense.
Also the Carnegie Hall Jazz Band, his own orchestra in New York.
And he's been a guest conductor with major symphony orchestras too, like Lincoln Center Jazz Orchestra and the San Francisco Symphony.
Okay, so connecting with these big institutions, it loops back to the education mission of this event, doesn't it?
Perfectly. His commitment to education isn't just a side gig, it's central.
He teaches full-time.
Yep, director of jazz performance at Purchase College, SUNY.
Wow.
And he got the first ever honorary doctorate in jazz from Manhattan School of Music.
Okay, that's serious recognition.
And get this, there's an award named after him, the John Faddis Award for Musical Excellence.
For promising young trumpet players in New York.
Exactly. So, yeah. He's not just a performing legend, he's actively building the next generation. He embodies the whole Legends and Lions idea.
Okay, so Faddis is the legend, the main draw. But who makes this happen? The organization.
Jazz Arts Project.
Right, and they're celebrating their 20th anniversary.
Which is significant. It shows sustainability. And their model is the key thing here.
The one we talked about, performance funding education.
Exactly. They curate these world-class gigs specifically to bankroll the youth programs.
So the quality of the show, like bringing in Faddis, directly ensures the education happens.
Precisely. It's an operational structure where artistic excellence guarantees the mission's funding.
That's pretty clever management. The sources mention the leadership.
Founder and artistic director Joe Muccioli, 2 decades suggests he's built something really effective.
Yeah, they mention excellence in both curation, picking the artists, and the actual music education.
And the wider impact is important too. They're not just training musicians.
Right, they're building future audiences, enthusiasts, people who understand the art form.
Keeps jazz alive and relevant. And think about the mentors they've attracted over 20 years.
Because they bring in these amazing artists for the concerts.
Many of them apparently stick around to teach, do clinics, mentor the students.
So the annual concert is just the most visible part of this ongoing cycle.
Exactly. It's the celebration of a model that's been working for 2 decades. The performance revenue isn't just extra cash.
It's the fuel.
It's the core fuel for the whole education system they've built. That structural reliance. It demands excellence.
Yeah, the stakes are high for everyone involved.
So if you, the listener, are thinking, okay, this sounds cool, maybe you want to go or support it.
Right. Let's cover the practical stuff. The show itself is 90 minutes.
Straight through. No intermission. Efficient.
And tickets.
There's general admission, making it accessible. But they also have VIP tickets.
Which makes sense for a fundraiser. What do the VIP tickets include?
Premier seating, obviously. And access to a private lounge before the show.
Oh, nice. With food and drinks.
Yep. So it's a way to offer a bit more and for supporters to contribute more directly to that funding cycle we talked about.
And the engagement doesn't end with the final note.
No, there's a post-show reception. They call it a fundraising reception.
Catchy.
And it's a chance to meet the artists' Faddis, the other pros.
And the students, too.
Absolutely. Meet the next-gen quartet, the showcase students. It brings it all together.
So patrons can actually see and talk to the young musicians they're helping to support.
Exactly. Ties the whole experience back to that core mission of connection and mentorship.
Yeah.
So, wrapping this up, what's the big takeaway from this deep dive?
Well, for me, it's how this whole event, this Jazz Arts Project model, really shows a successful cycle in action. How jazz mastery, the legend,
directly funds its own future, its continuity.
Yeah, through mentorship and education, crystallized in that Legends and Lions format.
And it highlights that maybe the best lessons aren't always in a formal classroom.
Right. Sometimes they're learned right there on the bandstand, under pressure, next to a master.
Which, as we discussed, perfectly mirrors John Faddis' own start with Dizzy Gillespie.
That origin story is so powerful, isn't it? Young player meets hero, and it sparks this lifelong connection.
It really is.
So here's something for you, the listener, to think about. When you consider Faddis' history.
And then you see this concert where he's literally trading solos with young musicians.
On a professional stage.
Yeah.
What does that tell us about how knowledge actually gets passed down in jazz?
Good question.
Is that direct intergenerational flow? Is that just a nice aspect of jazz? Or could it be, the actual heartbeat, the thing that keeps this vital historic art form breathing from one generation to the next?
Something to definitely ponder.
Indeed. Well, thank you for joining us for this deep dive into the joys of jazz.
Visit us at jazzartsproject.org for more information.